I am thrilled now to introduce our second section of tonight's program, Creativity and Spirituality. This section is about the ways that tapping into our creativity is a way of tapping into that which is both deep within and bigger and beyond us. That force, voice, intuition, wisdom that moves to us and through us into the world, that helps consciousness expand and evolve, that allows us each to touch in on that place that is both timeless and sacred. I can think of no person better to lead off this section than my dear teacher, colleague, and friend, Rabbi Sharon Cohen Anisfeld, president of Hebrew College in Boston. Rabbi Cohen Anisfeld headed Hebrew College's rabbinical school when I was a student there more than a decade ago. And during my time as a student, she encouraged and supported me from the very beginning in my experimentation of bringing together the work of my mother with the powerful practice of Beit Midrash, of Jewish textual inquiry. Hebrew College truly was a living laboratory for me, for Rabbi Adam Lavitt, who is now JSP's incredible director of education, and a place that really incubated the early iterations of the Jewish studio process. Rabbi Cohen Anisfeld then served on faculty for JSP's first Studio Immersive, our flagship in-person program, and was instrumental in forging the JSP Hebrew College partnership, helping to launch a JSP studio on the Hebrew College shared campus in Boston. But beyond that, Sharon, you have been such a dear confidant, mentor, and friend to JSP and to me personally. Your deep, poetic, heart-expanding Torah grounds and flows through our work, and your faith in and support of me and the organization has truly been instrumental. So with gratitude, I turn it over to you now to share a few words.
Can you hear me? Thank you so much, Adina. Wow, I didn't expect to be this choked up. Why did the watch parties choke me up so much? Anyway, and then on top of that, beautiful introduction. So I'm so grateful to be here this evening, to be part of it. And the evening, it not only has sort of in advance given me a chance to reflect on these last 10 wondrous years of JSP under Adina and Jeff's, both of your inspiring leadership, which has been so moving to watch and to witness and to be a part of in in small ways, and I hope I have your permission to kfel. But you've also given me a chance to reflect a little bit on the earliest beginnings of this extraordinary project, sort of the first stirrings of life, even before that first studio immersive that I was so happy and honored to be part of, and before, Adina, your final capstone project in rabbinical school when the vision for JSP really began to take shape, and all the way back to the experimental sessions you led in our Beit Midrash over the years, and even before that to what I believe was a case you made to the faculty during your very first year of rabbinical school for you and other students to be allowed to do a creative visual project instead of a final paper for your class on Midrash Tanchuma. I was sort of remembering that faculty meeting vividly. Anyway, over the course of your years in our Beit Midrash and beyond those years, you changed our community, you changed me, you changed my family, and of course, in the decades since then, you and Jeff and your amazing growing team have changed. Really, I think it's not an overstatement to say you've changed the landscape of North American Jewish life. So the proof text that irrepressibly comes to heart and mind when I think of your work is אי אפשר בית מדרש בלא חידוש. It is impossible to have a true Beit Midrash, a place where people are genuinely engaging in Torah, without chidush, without something new, something alive, something creative, something enlivening happening. And that is because any real engagement with Torah entails an encounter between the voices of our ancestors and the real living voices around the tables of the Beit Midrash or around the tables of the studio, the tables and walls of the studio, as the case may be. And each voice around the table is the voice of a real living soul that is unlike any that has existed before since the creation of the world. Thank you for knowing that in your deepest places of knowing. Thank you for awakening that awareness in so many people and in so many parts of the world, the Jewish world and beyond. Thank you for partnering with us at Hebrew College and bringing your first regional hub to Boston. We're so happy and honored to have JSP and the incredible Annie Fort now on our shared campus. And thank you for your faith and thank you for your friendship. My bracha, my blessing for you, for JSP, is the blessing offered by the people of Israel, by Moshe and the people of Israel upon the completion of the construction of the sacred Mishkan, the sacred tabernacle, the tabernacle in the wilderness. Yehi ratzon shetishre shechina b'maaseh yedechem. May the divine presence dwell in the works of your hands. Yehi ratzon.